Hi everybody. Okay, it's my second attempt. I don't have much time before Yom Kippur enters, and it's always like a really short day. It's shorter than Friday because I usually don't keep Shabbat, but I do keep Yom Kippur. So I want to finish early, and I'm just at the last second of wishing you Shana Tova u'Metuka. I was emotionally and physically unable to do so on Rosh Hashanah because it was really, really painful one. We've lost too many soldiers and too many people in the terror attack the day before, so it was very, very tough. But I want to start today, or I want to finish the year with a positive message, with an optimistic one for Am Yisrael and for everyone who supports us and who's been standing with us and in solidarity and there for us when we weren't able to lift our heads from the ground because we were so down. This year has held an incredible amount of contrasting, I'm going to put my phone on silent, of contrasting emotions which we weren't even aware existed in us. And at one minute we are happy for bringing home hostages, and the second minute our hearts shatter and we sink into sadness because we lost another pure soul. Those amazing soldiers of ours, they are, each and every one are like the most amazing people. Hate it when people compare us to all the people who have no idea what they're talking about. Each and every one of our people, from babies to the eldest that have been affected since the 7th of October on that day and since, and every soldier who's fallen and every beautiful Nova angel that was brutally murdered, they're each held within them a light. They were all an inspiration. They all came from love, to love, and showed love, and were guided by love. And this is the legacy. This is our legacy. We leave a legacy behind us. We're not just a number. We're not just a casualty you're going to write and pump it up like Hamas always comes up with those fictitious numbers that they decide to tell the world that they have so many deaths that half of them they murdered themselves and half of them died in a hospital and half of them are originated in Syria and they're not even part of the casualties of war. We're not like that. Each and every one of our people is precious. Each and every one of our people is everybody is somebody's everything. And we give them the respect, and we will not share their photos being mutilated, bleeding. We want to remember them beautiful, and we remember them so, and we will always remember them so, and we will always be grateful for their sacrifice in ensuring that we can live. Because our army did not exist to occupy another country, and our army did not exist. This is our ancestral homeland. We are the indigenous people. We are the Native Americans of America. We are the Aboriginals of New Zealand. We are the people of Israel, and Israel is ours. And all those that I still see sometimes in comments, all those ignorant people that talk about colonizers and all that, all this gaslighting, it's exactly what people are doing to us. We had to come up with the term genocide because of the Holocaust. We came up with the term Free Palestine in 1933. American Jews came up with that because we wanted to set ourselves free from the British colonialism who came to Israel and helped the aggressors and supported and armed the Arabs and gave them 78% of our land, of the Jewish land, to create Jordan. So we are not the colonizers. And then people come and throw these things in our faces, which is exactly the meaning of gaslighting. They take the things that hurt us the most in order to trigger us. And the things that hurt us the most are the things they are blaming us of, but we are not committing them. And we know that, and that's what matters. I, a long time ago, decided I will not explain anything to anyone. I don't think we owe anybody any explanations. We have a right to exist just like everybody else. And our people are unique, and our people are special. And within every scene of pain and shattering emotions, we have heroes that came to light, people who've given everything, people who risked their lives to save others. A girl that was a paramedic in Mada, who stayed at a Nova festival and treated wounded people, even though she risked her life. And the last photo of her is just before the terrorists murdered her. She will be remembered. Even if I don't remember her name right now because I have like a million names in my head, I have the faces of everybody and I will remember them, and every one of us will, because they are part of what makes our nation unique. There was a captain that fell, a 22-year-old captain that fell on Rosh Hashanah Eve, and he said in his last video to his family, he quoted G. Chesterton. Hang on, I'm going to read it to you. You may have already heard it. Nevertheless, I would like to repeat it. And he said, that's how he started his message to his family. Oh my God, I wrote it, but I wrote so much. Because I also, this is something else. Here it is. The true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. We are driven by love. I think this sums up the Jewish nation. We are driven by love, and this is why we will win. This is why we win. Even if we are brought to our knees, even if we are going to be suffering, because on every generation, the 7th of October was our generation's Holocaust. And there is a poem that we say in Pesach in the Haggadah, which is so much more suitable now. And it's Vehi she'amda. It's in every generation they come upon us to destroy us, and not only one, but the many. But He, the Almighty, saves us from them. Umatzilenu miyadam. It's us, it's the divine that's within us, and it's the divine that's protecting us. Because we know we are standing on the right side of history, and the people that make our country are just the most amazing people in the world. We're not perfect. No one is, no place is, but we can be very, very proud of the people that make up our nation. And we will remember them all, and we will honor them all, and we will pray for those who are not with us today, because it hurts each and every one of us, because every hostage that is held in Gaza is etched in our souls, and we're waiting for their return. Every soldier that is currently fighting for our, I don't want to say survival, because it is a war of our survival, but I don't want to feel like a victim, and I don't want to give the satisfaction to our enemies that will think that we feel like victims. I don't feel like one, and I will never feel like one. We are victorious, and we are going to prove them wrong. We already have done when we did the amazing eliminations of terrorists that have been responsible for many, many deaths and have been chased by America and by other people for years, and we eliminated them with such ingenious and the fact that the most beautiful thing I've heard, that the IRGC in Iran was erecting a special intelligence unit to inspect Mossad, and the head of that unit ended up being Mossad. I mean, you can't get better than that. And now when they're investigating themselves for these failures, they are crumbling from within, because another really high up official from the IRGC has just got a heart attack during his investigation. So, this is the hand of God. They will collapse. The evil, the people who are who are motivated by hatred, who are motivated by evil, they will end, because this is the way life works. God stands with the people who are on the right. So yeah, we suffer a lot, and I cannot minimize the pain. I cannot make it sound like no big deal. It is a big deal. It is a very, very big deal. And last week on New Year's Eve, we had no feeling like people were meant to cook and go and celebrate in a festive meal, and very few of us were able to smile, and even our smiles when we laughed with the people we love. Sorry, those work next door. It was always with remembering the losses and the sacrifices we are making in order to be able to sit together at the table. So we're going to be here, and we're a nation of heroes. And I want to commend and to show gratitude to the heroes who stand with us when we are struggling to lift our heads from the ground. Our friends who are Christians, who are non-faith, who are Muslims. We've got friends from any walk of life standing with us. And on the vigil for the 7th of October here in London, in one of them, when I came and I saw all the flags of the Lion of Iran, the Pahlavi people waving, I was so moved, because we came and we were holding posters, and some of us have not yet arrived, and we were draped in our flags, and we were immersed in our sorrow, and they were there to remind us that they're there with us in solidarity. Hail or sun or in the fire, they are there with us, and they are fearless, and they are grateful for the friendship that we have between us. So I want to show gratitude to Rev Haley Ace, to Rev Tim Gutman, to Nia Gorbani, to Lily Moo, to all the people who have been there with us, and some of them I can't even mention their names because I don't want to risk their lives. We see you, we hear you, we feel you, we're with you as one, and I'm sure that this world we will create a new Middle East, that's for sure. The Middle East will, if we continue the way we are now, will become the most flourishing gem that it can be. And terrorism will end the same as Nazism ended, the same as any force of evil has ended. So I just want to wish you, I want to remind you to we say sorry to people we've hurt. It's a day of atonement, Erev Yom Kippur. What happens during the next 24 hours from tonight is, apart from the fact that we won't be eating, we are in retrospect. We are praying, we are looking inwards, we are asking for forgiveness from people we may have hurt, from the place, from nature, from between us and God. And when you ask for forgiveness from somebody else, it's asking for forgiveness for things you've unintentionally done, that you've unintentionally hurt them. It's very difficult to forgive people who intentionally hurt you. I have absolutely no desire, and I will never, ever, ever forgive anybody who took part, supported, and keeps on protecting and supporting and siding with those who committed the atrocities of the 7th of October and with any other terrorist that with the gaslighting they're using, they think that they are on the right side of history. It's not mine to forgive, because those who need to forgive are no longer with us. And all the people that they've murdered, beheaded, burned alive, they're not here. And I cannot forgive anybody for ending somebody else's life. If you were wondering what gaslighting is, because some people are not aware of the term, or people who have not been, I think that there's there's a purpose in life. We go through things in life that teach us, and we experience things in life when sometimes we say, why is God putting us through this? Why do we have to suffer like that? And it's all a learning curve. It's all teaching us so that we come out the other side able to fulfill our purpose on this planet. It makes us wiser. It makes us able to see things clearly and to recognize them when they happen. So if you don't understand what gaslighting is, then this is what is happening now. The term genocide has been coined by Jews after the Holocaust, after 6 million of us were murdered for being Jewish. Not because they hurt anyone, not because they were blamed for colonizing, not because of anything other than being born Jewish. And the term Free Palestine was coined by us because we wanted our freedom, and we wanted the British colonizers to get out of Israel. And there was another thing that is being used against us now, which is like I can't remember it. But these are the things. Everything that's being thrown in our faces as blood libel and lies is the gaslighting that is meant to make us feel remorseful, blames us for things we haven't done, trigger us so that people will try and explain and show examples of why we are right or why we're doing what we're doing. And I have zero intention of doing that. I know we are right. And no one who doesn't live in Israel has no say in the matter. I saw there was a poll. Do you think Israel has a right to exist? I don't give a shit if people think we have a right to exist or not. We have a right to exist, the same as everybody else. I'm not asking anyone. And Israel has a right to exist. And Israel has always been there. It's our ancestral homeland, and we are the indigenous people, and we're not going anywhere. So I don't care if people think we deserve it or not deserving it. The 78% that were given out of our land to create Jordan in 1946, you've got your Palestine. Take them there. You love them so much, take them home. We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything wrong. We're protecting our people. We're obliged to do that. And you will thank us one day when you wake up. Those who are, I'm not sure anybody who hates us is actually watching this video. But to us, again, I'm getting dragged and sidetracked. I just want to wish everybody a better year. I apologize if I was inconsistent in my original plan to share with you videos about Israel every week. Life happens, and then sometimes we have to change our plans. But I hope that I wasn't disappointing too much, and I will be better next year. I have to apologize to my parents. I'm going to do that. That's going to be my next call. And so to all of you, may you be prescribed in the book of life. Chatima Tova. I will pray for our soldiers. I will pray for our people. I will pray for our nation, for our country, for those who support us and stand with us in solidarity, and for the hostages. We have not forgotten you. Much love to you all, and may the new year bring with it a lot more joy and sweetness, and a lot less, or maybe not at all, pain and sorrow, if that's possible. Much love.